Good morning and welcome to another Mighty Thursday as we continue through. And today we're processing through the book of Mark, and we've come to that time where it's talking about the resurrection of Jesus. See, resurrection of Jesus is for every one of us. He came that he might give us life and life in abundance. That's what it's all about. And so that's why we're talking about this process now, because see, these are the miracles that God did in Jesus' life as well as us in our lives individually.
But before we zoom straight to the resurrection, we have to talk about Jesus' suffering and crucifixion. And we're going to read about that in Mark chapter 15, verse 21 to 47. You could read that whole passage, but I just want to read a few verses here from verse 33. So at noon, darkness came over the whole land until 3 in the afternoon. And at 3 in the afternoon, Jesus cried out with a loud voice, Eloi, Eloi, lema sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you forsaken me? And that was a very sad time for Jesus, because he took on his body all the sins and suffering of the whole world in that instant. I can't imagine what that would have felt. And that sin separated him from God. So God had forsaken him in that moment. And you know, that's how much Jesus did for us. He was forsaken so that we would not be forsaken. He took on the sin of us so that our sins could be removed as far as the east is from the west. That is how far he has removed our sins from us.
See, in the darkest time, that's when our hope is. Because see, Jesus went into the dark that we might give us light. Jesus took sickness on his body that we might have health. Jesus paid the ultimate price of taking sin on him that we might have eternity. And I want us to look past that which is bad, because see, now we're on this journey together to see the fullness that God has got for us.
So remember, Jesus died for us. He was forsaken. Now he's resurrected. And I'm sure we've got many stories to tell from the weeks that have gone before today of God's goodness. So let's share that with others.
Bless you all. See you soon.
All right. Lynette, you when you came to church this morning, you had a sore foot. Is that correct? Just tell people about that.
Very sore foot, the ball of my right foot. I've had trouble with it for about 6 months, and it hasn't got any better. It didn't get any worse, but it's very painful to walk on, like a very bad stone bruise. But it wasn't a stone bruise.
So you were sitting in the congregation this morning.
Yes.
And tell us what happened.
Well, I was listening to you and listening to your prayers, and you mentioned forgiveness, and you couldn't expect anything if you hadn't forgiven. And I prayed while you were praying, and then as the morning you went on, I thought, oh, my foot's funny. It's not sore. And it's just...
It's amazing.
It was amazing.
Wow.
It's still not sore.
It is still not...
I keep thinking, look, it's going to get sore again.
No, it won't. And you've been walking around...
Yeah, on some rocks.
Carting concrete blocks and shifting things and pulling out stumps and doing all kinds today, and your foot's fine.
But a gravel road.
Wow. Come on, let's give God some glory. Thank you, that was fantastic. God bless you.